CV back again. How is everyone? This issue is recent finds catching up, and also just a quick chat about what I've been up to. I'll just show some photos here on the screen now. So recently in my local hometown we had what's called a Street Laneways Festival in Toowoomba, Queensland. So the main thing is a busking competition, and also an opportunity for people like artists, buskers of course, musos to go around and play in different venues like outside restaurants, out on the streets, coffee shops, things like that. So my wife and I, we went and watched a couple of performers. One I probably liked the most was Pepper Jane. We saw the Walton Stalls in Toowoomba, and also a young, probably 15, 16-year-olds, a three-piece, an indie rock band, but they're playing acoustically at a pub. Long way to go, but yeah, a little bit of potential there. A few beers, a slice of pizza, just people mingling, walking around. Slightly cool, overcast, wintry, windy day. It was cool. So got this from a thrift store. Why did I get it? I don't know. I think because I got a cover. It just looked cool, rocky. My Survivor, so I don't know. Bangles. Explain this to me. Now this one's got Eternal Flame on. We all know that from about 89, roughly, 88. But I thought Hazy Shade of Winter would be on this album, but it's not. So it was Hazy Shade of Winter, which I'm pretty sure is not from their previous album, which included Walk Like an Egyptian. It's Hazy Shade of Winter. Was that a B-side? I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up. That's your homework, guys. Bowie original press of Let's Dance. Nice copy. Good to have. Don't have it. Hello to all my New Zealand followers out there. How you going? Dave Dobbin. Yeah, this is, I think, 1986, 87. The main reason why I got this album because it has the song Slice of Heaven. The guy said the same thing to me. That's why he got it. Def Leppard, Hysteria. So happy to pick this up for real cheap. Original Australian press. These go for, you know, $35 now. That colour and just synonymous with the 80s. Beautiful. It's just something you got to have in your collection. I think Hysteria, that's right. If I haven't already told you before, VC, Hysteria was the very first CD I ever bought. Original. Nina Sherry. And what's this one? Yes, Raw Like Sushi, that's right. This is probably about 88. The bigger hits in Australia was Buffalo Stance. Pretty good condition, this. And the vinyl for those who are interested. The label. Iron Maiden. My very first Maiden record, obviously not an original. 180 gram repress, probably from about 4 years ago. The problem with this is that it is extremely warpy. I saw it to the guy, I said to the guy, look, forget it. Just as I was about to leave, he goes, oh, mate. I said, yeah. He said, just take it. This wasn't too bad, and I played it. It actually plays through. So I guess over time, hopefully it'll even out better. Got this at a thrift store. I was there flicking through when I was in Melbourne recently on my work trip. This never happens to me. And as I was there, one of the workers came in, put a few records there, and that was one of them. It's a popular, fairly valuable record, the 12-inch. Next two are pretty awesome. Tommy Emmanuel, seen him many times live. This is the very first time I'll be able to get him on vinyl. A couple of his early releases. Tommy, of course, I think he resides in Nashville now. He tours extensively, particularly throughout the US. I look forward to hopefully seeing him in Australia again soon. But this one here is his main original release, Up From Down Under, and this one was signed by Tommy. At a gig he played in Toowoomba, and I actually wrote some notes here. A pub that's long gone now in my hometown. It was struck by fire a couple of times. I printed this kind of stuff off, the Lake Hotel. I just like to add to the story about the record. He told me Tommy signed this record himself at the Lake Hotel in Toowoomba. He said he and a few others waited in the hotel until around midnight to wait for Tommy after a gig. Security tried to move them on, but they stood defiant and eventually got to meet Tommy Emmanuel. So there you go. Tommy is probably one of the most well-known guitarists in the world. Has been for a long time. And the other one I got with Tommy's is Dare to Be Different. This one is more familiar to me because I've seen him play a couple of gigs based on his album in Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. He does a couple of covers on here too. He does a lot of Beatles covers. Well, here's another one, Blue Moon. The other ones are on later albums, so I think he does like Lady Madonna and a few other things. They're just absolutely fantastic. So yeah, if you got a few minutes, do some research. So there you go. Just about caught up on recent finds now, so that means I have to go out and buy some more. Anyway, cheers everyone. This is empty, but cheers anyway. Have a good one.